Legendary fashion photographer Bruce Weber has been accused of harassing a male model during a photo shoot at his Manhattan studio. Model Jason Boyce lodged a lawsuit with Manhattan Supreme Court Friday stating that the incident happened in December 2014 when he was 28 and Weber was 68. Boyce said he was asked to strip, forced to touch his own genitals, and Weber put his fingers in Boyce's mouth. He also claims the snapper kissed him. According to the New York Post, the suit says, Mr. Boyce, who had been photographed numerous times in the past, was then subjected to a series of practices by Mr. Weber that were unlike any he had experienced previously. Model Jason Boyce, seen right, lodged a lawsuit with Manhattan Supreme Court stating that the incident happened in December 2014 when he was 28 and Bruce Weber, seen left, was 68. After snapping a few photos, Weber allegedly said, "You're very tense." He then straddled him and rubbed oil onto his forehead. He then snapped a few more photos before telling Boyce to remove his clothing, at which point Boyce said he froze at the thought of taking off his underwear. He claims Weber complained about him being tense again, so reached over and removed the model's underwear. The photographer allegedly then told him to put his hands on himself and feel wherever the energy goes. Boyce said he touched his chest, but Weber grabbed his arm and moved it to Boyce's groin. The lawsuit continues. Terrified and repulsed, Mr. Boyce closed his eyes, hoping Mr. Weber would stop. Mr. Weber put his fingers in Mr. Boyce's mouth. Shocked, Mr. Boyce opened his eyes. Mr. Weber told him to keep his eyes closed, and kept his fingers in Mr. Boyce's mouth. "If you just had confidence, you'd go really far, Mr. Weber whispered. "How far do you want to make it? How ambitious are you, Mr. Boyce did not respond. Model Jason Boyce is seen attending the DT Model Management 2-year anniversary celebration on July 24, 2014 at Pump in West Hollywood, California, 5 months before the alleged incident. The suit states that Weber then told Boyce to put his underwear back on and that they were done here, but before the model left he claims Weber grabbed him and kissed him on the lips. Boyce says that the next day his agent Jason Cano of Soul Artist Management asked how it went, and he texted back, "Weird." Cano replied that he was asking about the photos, not the shoot. Boyce had appeared in Lexus and Amazon advertisements. The suit says he was worried he would run into Weber through his career, so moved back to California the next year. He experienced anxiety, depression, and high levels of stress, the suit says. He is suing for an unspecified amount over humiliation, emotional anguish and lost economic opportunities. Weber is seen at the Green Chimneys annual Spring Gala at Tappan Hill Mansion on May 20, 2010 in Tarrytown, New York. Boyce said he was asked to strip, forced to touch his own genitals, and Weber put his fingers in Boyce's mouth. Weber is known for his work with Rolling Stone and Vogue magazines and has shot campaigns for brands like Versace and Abercrombie. In an interview with Huffington Post Live in 2013, he opened up about the time he had to kick Cindy Crawford off of a set.